Hello everyone, today's topic is scapula of ox. Scapula of ox is a flat triangular bone situated in the shoulder region. It is directed downward and forward like this in the body, has two surfaces, lateral and the medial, has three borders, dorsal border, the cranial border and the caudal border. It has three angles, cranial angle, caudal angle and the distal angle, also known as the glenoid angle. Now, on the lateral surface, you can see a very prominent structure called the scapular spine. This scapular spine provides the insertion for two important muscles, that is trapezius and omotransversarius. It also provides origin to the scapular head of the deltoid muscle. Going backward a little bit here, you can see that the scapular spine is projected downwards into a process called the acromion process, and this acromion process has the origin of the muscle called deltoid, and more specifically the acromion head of the deltoid muscle. Also, it provides this lateral surface. You can see that there are two fossas, one fossa which is placed cranial to the spine and one fossa that is placed caudally. So the ratio is 1:3 in case of cattle. So the cranial fossa is called supraspinatus fossa and provides the origin for the supraspinatus muscle. The infraspinous fossa, which is placed caudally to the scapular spine, provides the origin to the infraspinatus muscle. This is all for the lateral surface. On the medial surface, there are two main structures. One is the scapular fossa, the subscapular fossa. Okay, so subscapular fossa is a shallow fossa which provides the origin for the subscapular muscle, and above it you can see two rough triangular areas for the insertion of serratus ventralis muscle. So the serratus ventralis has two parts, serratus ventralis thoracis and serratus ventralis cervicis. So you know cervical means neck. So the triangle that is placed cranial will provide the insertion for cervicis. The triangle that is placed caudally will provide the insertion for thoracis, because thorax is caudal to this place. That is all for the surfaces. Now let us come to the borders. So the dorsal border here, it is attached with the scapular cartilage. Okay, and this scapular cartilage will again attach with the muscles and form the synsarcosis. And when we talk about the synsarcosis, mainly the muscles of the shoulder region comes, specifically the rhomboideus muscle. Now the cranial border here, it does not provide any insertion to any muscle, and it is very thin for that reason. The caudal border, on the other hand, you can see it is flattened because it provides area for the origin of certain muscles. So here we have teres major, teres minor, tensor fascia antebrachii and the long head of the triceps brachii. So teres major will come here like this and teres minor like this. Teres minor is placed laterally, teres major medially. Okay, so four muscle groups will come here: teres major, teres minor, tensor fascia antebrachii and long head of the triceps brachii muscle. That is it for the caudal border. Now let us come to this angle here, the distal angle, also called the glenoid angle. This pink thing here, I have painted it pink. So this is the glenoid cavity which will articulate with the head of the humerus. So we have humerus, it will articulate with the head of the humerus to form the shoulder joint. Laterally you can see a slight notch here. It is rudimentary in case of cattle. This is called the glenoid notch. Now laterally you can see just above the glenoid cavity, you can see that tubercle, scapular tubercle or the tuberous scapulae, and this tuberous scapulae will provide the origin for the biceps brachii muscle, and just medial to this you have the coracoid process which will provide origin to the coracobrachialis muscle. So this is it for the scapula of ox. I hope you liked the video. Please like and share and subscribe.